Breaking the Wall of STEM, Tech4Climate, Joy Offere, Sheenovate, Nigeria.
Imagine a young girl in rural Nigeria, eager to learn but limited by societal barrier that hinders her from taking part in technology and STEM projects. Now, imagine that same girl 1 year later, creating a lasting impact in her community by alerting the community members about climate change and weather pattern, saving crops from droughts, and overall, saving patients with asthma from cold. This transformation is what Tech4Climate is all about, ensuring that women and young girls are given the right skills and tools to bridge the gender gap and create climate action impactful projects. With this, our eyes have been opened up to the challenges that exist. One, the STEM gender gap in technology, as organizations and even workplaces fail to include women directly in creating solutions, thereby widening the gender gap. We also see that women in underrepresented areas get affected by climate problems, but then they don't have the skills or the tools to contribute to the solution. Traditional STEM projects offer little or no technical application, leaving participants with little or no real-world application. Our solution, Tech4Climate, empowers women between the ages of 16 to 35 years with skills in robotics, coding, and programming to build real-world solutions, climate data analytics, sustainable website creation to ensure that we can have a sustainable planet. We incorporated 3 unique approaches and implementation with intersectoral focus. We're both bridging the gender gap in technology and focusing on our ability to solve climate crisis, ensuring that no one is left behind. We provide hands-on experience with technical labs, collaborations, and partnership. We don't just create the solution, we ensure that people in the grassroots level are actively carried on. Over the years, we've trained over 5,000 participants and increased that impact across Nigeria, Kenya, and Rwanda, with 80% of our students returning to become peer mentors. And also, we've had 3 international hackathons across Kenya, Rwanda, and Africa just in 3 years of existence. 2 of our participants have received prestigious scholarships. Now wait, add me to that statistics. It's my first time in Berlin, and I'm talking Tech4Climate. Our project has also received the global recognition by the Princess Diana for social action. And lastly, we've seen that in our learning and surprises, we've learned that historical data for climate analysis would contribute and holds a predictable future for climate prediction. We also have understood that there are different problems in different communities, and so we customize our solution based on what challenges the participants are facing. It's not a one-size-fits-all. We also plan to sustain our projects by actively involving co-creators and ensuring that with little things as little as affirmation, we could start by empowering a girl to talk about the things that she's more concerned about and things she wants to achieve during her career journey. Moving that way, it serves as a reminder and hold her accountable while she starts this journey in science and technology. Overall, envision a world where each girl that joins Tech4Climate today can become a champion in technology. With each $90, we're going to have 90 days of learning for each participant, and we ensure that we are able to bridge the gender gap, turn the tide, and create a sustainable future for our planet. Join us today. Let's make history, one line of code at a time. Thank you.
Do we have questions? In the room? Oh yeah, one behind. Oh, and yours, sorry.
Can you give an example for the topic of one of your hackathons?
Okay, so a typical example was data analytics, so discovering the right data. So people know that they are data, but some of them don't have access to the right data. So we introduce this participant to discover the right data and then use those analytics to contribute to solution. Data-driven knowledge in gaps.
You said that 80% of mentees returned. What are some of the things that they said to you that they really enjoyed about the program and what they did that made them come back?
Thank you very much for that question. Like I highlighted before, in terms of affirmations, most of those people have been told by their teachers, like typically at a session in Rwanda, I went to ask about the student participation in STEM, and they boldly told me that women are not allowed to participate because they wouldn't win. And so imagine how that feels. So we come with the step of telling the girl that, you know what, you can do this. What exactly do you want to do? We build that mindset, allow you read your affirmation to yourself and introduce you to finding problems in your community and make you see that first you're the solution and the world will benefit from the solution that you create.
Just a follow-up question. Is there a community then that you've developed? Like how do the girls are getting to meet each other more, or, you know, is there those sort of things that you're seeing?
Yeah, thank you very much. They are communities. So our target audience are usually girls in high school and underserved areas, people in public institutions, and people in local communities that are mostly affected. So we go with major stakeholders like the local government, the teachers, as well as siblings, because sometimes you hear this on radio and your sibling do not, and so you encourage them to participate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have yeah, I was counting on you.
What have you found sets the work that you're doing apart from similar work that may be happening in the area?
Okay, thank you. So one thing I would say is that we've critically looked into the challenges that our participants face. Typically, Nigeria has issues with transportation. So our participants have access to knowledge, but they can't be transported. And so for that, we partnered with the University of Calabar. They provided us with a bus that can convert the students from their home and ensure that they receive trainings. And we cover for things like feeding, because a child cannot concentrate when they are hungry. So we try to eliminate every barrier completely and ensure that they don't have limitation to access what they deserve.
I think we are over time, sorry.
I'll answer your question during the break.